What is going on, guys? It's me, Nate Irvin, everyone's favorite. You know how it is. All right. So, I was gonna eat this apple the other day, today. The other day, like I've been saving this for weeks on end, but I haven't. I was gonna eat this apple earlier, but I was like, how about I chew this fruit instead? I mean, that sounds arguably more important and definitely more intense. All right. Nothing gets me excited like a bit of fruit tier listing because opinions, they go wild. Anyway, I've got in front of myself here an apple, Honeycrisp, of course. I mean, most others decent. There's a couple ones that suck. Like, yeah, I don't know apple names, so you can't hate on me for that one. Apples generally pretty decent. I mean, rarely is there a time where if I want an apple, it does not hit the spot. I want an apple, I eat it. Generally, about 9 out of 10 times, goes pretty crazy, which is, a good thing for fruit. With that said, of course, I'm a big apple guy, so I'll put it solidly in A tier. All right, and next up, we got El Clasico, the sour. Actually, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not a huge lemon fan, which is funny because this is an orange. Anyway, I don't really enjoy sucking on a nice orange because it's not really nice, but I I do dabble in a bit of cuties. All right, those time to time those go crazy. I'm not a huge orange fan in general, but I could respect it. I mean, it's tossable, lofted around. Some of my family members like it, so I mean, respect, I suppose. Not the war crime that some other fruits are, but it suffices. And man, this thing is really just like a baseball. Anyway, so I'm gonna put this, the crisp orange that is, not a lemon. Those are yellow. Oranges are orange. Okay, but which came first? The fruit or the color? Let me know in the comments down below. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I've practiced this. Woo! Anyway, yeah. Real ones know that, by the way. So I'm gonna put this in C tier, just cause it's. I'm not a huge fan of it, if you know what I mean. All right, next up, I don't even have it in my hand, mostly because it's my least favorite fruit out of the ones I've had, which is, as an Iowa resident, isn't a lot because we don't got that exotic, I don't know, man, like fancy fruit. I can't even think of a name. That's how white and Iowan I am. But what we've got here is El Clasico Rotten Banana. Now this thing goes crazy. Is what I would say if I was a psychopath and a mass murderer. However, this thing, you can't be having it like this, man. This is just ridiculous. The only part of yellow is here. This thing's been sitting out for like a month and a half. Are my parents ever gonna eat it? No, because it's too bad now. And all they're gonna do is freeze it for making dishes that I don't know which one they use it for. It's a cycle, man. And it's terrible. Okay. But jokes aside, rotten banana mostly aside over there. Bananas. There's a couple of pros, but I'll weigh you the cons after. So we got pros. Potassium, I think, is the right one, I believe. It's shaped kind of funny. You can, shoot people with it like a gun, and do, it's similar to a different shape, which is, of course, a straight line. I don't know what else you'd be thinking. Which, it's always good to be straight. Yeah, I said it. What of it? Anyway, regular bananas, the yellow ones. Cons. Not it, man. It tastes funny, in my opinion. Of course, this is all opinions we're doing here, but it is a fact that I've said because it's my channel. High in carbs, man. As a diabetic, it hurts, but not really actually, because I didn't like bananas before, and now there's a reason I like bananas. All right, too high in carbs to justify eating one when I could have 3 or more apples to have the same carb load, which is just ridiculous. Okay, I don't make the rules, but if I did, I'd keep the rules how they are to validate the distaste of bananas. But I know people like them a lot. I have a couple friends who say bananas are, quote, peak, right? And I'm like, all right, yeah, sure, whatever. But for that alone, I'm not going to put them in F tier, and I'm not going to put them in S tier, because that's two sides of the spectrum. I'm putting them crisply. Let's see here. Chiquita Banana, C tier. And now that we've got that disgusting, vile banana out of the way, all right, we can move on to a far superior fruit, all right? Pineapple. Now, I don't know what about this looks like a pine tree that would quantify it also being an apple. So I think the name's a little suspect, but I didn't, I'm not Adam, so I didn't get to name it. However, pineapple, it goes crazy during the summer. It goes crazy when you got canker sores. But it don't go crazy when it's rotten, which is, now that I'm saying that, applies to most fruit. However, most times I've had pineapple in my life, it's from my grandma, and she buys it a couple weeks early, which means it's not good. This pineapple was bought yesterday. I don't know when we're gonna eat it, but I found it in the kitchen, and that's enough for me. Pineapples, they go crazy. They're a little, I don't know what the word we say, sour, tart, tartish, sour, whatever. It's all right. I enjoy a bit of pineapple when I'm sitting next to a pool / beach / outside on our deck when it's nice out in the middle of summer. It goes crazy. Not as easy to toss around as an orange though. Notice how I've been going whoop, doop, doo, 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 doo. And that's gonna really move it down. When I'm looking for a fruit, I'm really looking for somebody I could throw it like a baseball and beam them from about 100 feet away. Which is another reason the banana kind of sucks. Banana fans, be thankful I put it in C tier. But I am going to put pineapple crisply. I think it's a little worse than apple. So I'm going to put it, I know people hit it too, but I'm going to put it in B tier for pineapple because that's funny and you can't say it's not. Next up, we got one of the greatest of all time. All right, this thing, it go crazy. Strawberries. Now, strawberries have the advantage of being eaten in multiple ways. You could eat that sucker straight out the ground, right? Beautiful. You could cut them up, like in here. Eat them for dinner. Crazy, all right? You could add sugar to them, which I don't because I'm a diabetic, but you can because my family likes to. Haven't had it, but I'm assuming it goes hard because they keep doing it. I love strawberries, okay? They go pretty crazy, and the only time strawberries don't go crazy is when they're like mushy and like soft. And well, that's because they're getting old, but when I had them for lunch today too, and some of them were a little questionable at best. But overall, a fresh strawberry is hard to beat, all right? I don't know what it is. It's just good. You can't argue about it. And for that reason alone, I'm putting this top of A tier, which is, I think it should be an S tier, but I don't make the rules, except I do. All right, now it's time. Stand up, show respect. We got the greatest of all time. If you don't know what this is, you're missing out. It's cantaloupe. This stuff is peak. It's the better version of watermelon. Watermelon, mid. It's questionable. It's got seeds in it. If you're eating it. A smiley face on it. Cantaloupe also has seeds, but you take them out, and that goes crazy, all right? It's like water fruit, but good, all right? I have never. Here's a fun story. I've never not had a bad cantaloupe. Not necessarily true. I had one that was a little old. That was a bit upsetting. When I got diagnosed for diabetes in Iowa City Healthcare Hospital, whatever it's called, I don't remember. I was put on a carb limit, which I am still on for health reasons, obviously. And I ordered 3 servings of cantaloupe for every single meal. I had probably, in my 3 days at the hospital, 2 or 3 cantaloupes by myself. That thing went crazy. You gotta understand me when I say that. Peak. Literally the best in the business. All right? And I'm a businessman, can't you tell? I know, business casual, but mostly business, but there's a little casualness in there. But there's no casuality about this fruit. It's all business, and it's the top of the game, all right? Nothing is better than peak cantaloupe. And you can fight me on this in the comments where I will bemean and roast you for your invalid fruit opinions. All right? So let me know if you want to get made fun of for not enjoying cantaloupe like me and several of my better friends do. Shout out, you know who you are. And that's really all I gotta say. All right, not much needs to be said, except I did say a lot. You can't hate on the greatest of all time. All right, and this is the final fruit of the tier list, you gotta believe that's because it's the best. All right, it is the greatest fruit ever known to man, and you can say, oh, I like pineapple. Oh, I like strawberries. I like strawberries too, not as much. Oh, I like bananas that have been sitting outside for 3 weeks. No, you don't. You're an idiot. Cantaloupe. S tier. No questions asked. All right. Now I'm going to come clean here. I said last one was the last fruit. However, during the intermission of this quality video that you're watching, of course, 12 and a half minutes in, thank you, by the way, I found another fruit. And this fruit, I don't even know how it got here, man. I feel like it might be the spawn of Satan itself. It doesn't even look like a fruit. It don't taste like a fruit. I don't even like it, man. And you want to know what that devilish fruit is? Man, I'll tell you what. It's freaking honey mustard, man. This ain't a fruit. Why is it in my fruit tier list? Who put this to be tier listed? It's not a fruit. Why is it here? This is a fruit tier list, and I put honey mustard in it. What is wrong with me? Please, somebody, I need help. Honey mustard has no fruit in it that I'm aware of. Let's read the ingredient list. It doesn't have it, all right? Let me read it for you, even though I just read it silently. Distilled vinegar, not a fruit. Water, questionable in the fruit department. I'm going to say no. Mustard seed. I don't know about you, but mustard and seeds, when you add them together, what are you doing, man? That's turmeric? I don't even know how to say that, man. Can't be a fruit then. I know how to say fruits. Pineapple, water, pen. Pineapple, pen. Okay, I'm sorry I did that. And of course, can't finish it off without paprika. What is this crap? Paprika? Paprika sounds like my Spanish aunt, which doesn't exist. It's a fraud and it's made up, just like my Mexican aunt. And for that reason, honey mustard in my fruit tier list gets an F tier, because it's not a fruit. And I don't know why it's here. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in to this amazing fruit tier list video. It was a lot of fun to make. As you can tell, I got a little heated about certain fruits. But make sure to like and subscribe. There's going to be videos whenever the crap I feel like making them, all right? You don't control me. Unless you subscribe, of course. Guys, make sure to subscribe. Guys, subscribe, please. Guys, please subscribe. Guys, subscribe, please. Thank you, and please subscribe. Like and subscribe. Subscribe and like. Like and subscribe for more stupid tier lists and whatever the crap I feel like making. Thank Thank you. Please like and subscribe. Please go check out Midwest Test Fishing. Go like and subscribe.